This reading is for the people that are noticing a deeper unfoldment of themselves. It is a time where instead of healing every aspect of ourselves, we've already healed a large amount of ourselves. This is where we are now living through our Oversoul energy. An energy where we are tuning into ourselves. So instead of having guides, angels, you may notice that you have shifted from having that to being into a voided space. This voided space is actually where the energies of your guides and angels have stepped back because you've reached a level of unfoldment to be your own guide, to encompass all there is. This is where you are open to a direct flow of source through your Oversoul and your higher self. Some of you may feel as though you have been living in your own detached space, your own inner world. We see that with the Rescue card. This is where you've been on your own island, your own energetic space. This is where a great amount of your work has been happening. You have gone within and truly this is where you've been working on your magic and your intuition. This is where you feel safest at. This is where you can allow your feelings and emotions to really help you explore the depth of you. As spirits, we're going to go to the wishing well here. This is where an aspect of you, the Oversoul, wishes to be expressed in the physical realm. So everything that you've worked on and healed and come into this perfect alignment and space, now you're at the point where you are ready and able to take everything that you have been taught, everything that you have sought out and learned about, and now you're bringing it into your reality. With the Strength card, this is showing you as the new form. This is the spiritual aspects of you and everything that you've learned that are now coming back to your present physical body. You hold all the spiritual wisdom within you. You are now whole and complete. With laugh and have fun, this is where everything has come together. Things can start to lighten up. You're going to be incorporating this higher energy of love and compassion. Some things may shift for you and how you see them. With compassion, in the past, maybe you've gone above and beyond and overboard, but you were learning the spiritual concept of compassion. Let's see if I can describe this for you. So before, with kindness and compassion, you would have empathetically gone overboard to help someone, to be their everything, to aligned with all of their needs. When you come into your Oversoul and incorporate all of the teachings, compassion is more for yourself, and it expands outwardly. It is who you are. It is not you trying, it is you being. So in the past, with the empathic abilities, you would have gone above and beyond. With the compassion that you have now, it resides within you and for yourself and is expressed outwardly. It is a feeling of knowing when to offer your gifts and knowing when to just reside in that feeling. You've reached a higher frequency to where you are now emanating energy, maybe of compassion or kindness, but it's not something that you're, it would be almost like an energetic coating of this onto another person. It's more fine-tuned with love. Love is quite conditional for some people. It comes into, if you do this for me, or certain patterns, you know, you give love, you pull back on love. With the Oversoul, this is another thing that you've incorporated, and how I describe it when I came into this was love just is. You are emanating it to all. There is a feeling of everyone's included, but there's also a greater love for yourself that you are emanating out to others so that they can feel it. Love just is. This is the hardest thing for me to explain by going through this process. When you're in a relationship, the love that was set in patterning and conditioning and giving love and taking love and being angry and being joyful and being in that partnership, now the love just is. It's all encompassing for myself and for my husband. It's without condition. I'm going to love him no matter what, but I'm not putting that conditioning on it to where, you know, if he does something wrong, it's not a rejection. It's still there. It's unconditional. But it's a deeper level of understanding. So tune in and connect. The best way that I can describe this Oversoul energy is that you are the center point and everything emanates out from you, from your heart space, from your crown chakra. The feelings aren't as pinpointed. They aren't as overwhelming. They are all encompassing and expansive. This is an energy I've just come into this year, this unfoldment. So I feel like the laugh and have fun, embrace your inner gypsy is, I feel like I'm getting to the point now where I'm understanding more, I'm unfolding more, it's more expansive in my thought processes. This pilgrimage has been a long, long journey of awakenings that have happened since my younger years. I haven't had the type of awakening that has been like an overnight awakening that startles and freaks people out. I've had little awakenings throughout my life to where it's been more gentle. The healings that come up are not bombardments, but they are an issue that comes up, and I'm able to look at it, understand it, and process it, and move forward. With the hedge card, the hedge is, I truly believe that when you're on a spiritual journey, when you are awakening, when you are going through all the steps of the healing, coming to this Oversoul stage, you are in a state of protection. Not saying that you don't have psychic attacks, because I certainly have, but there is a deep sense of protection. There's been a lot of times throughout my life where I've never really been into that protection need, I guess. People, before they do energy work, they always feel this deep need or desire to do energy protection work. That has never been my thing. I just always feel as though I am protected. And whatever comes through is something that I have been needing to learn to take care of myself. So I don't believe that there's perfection in protection, because there's some things that we just have to learn from that get sent our way. So resistance. I can tell you from this new Oversoul perspective that there has been some resistance because everything feels a little bit different now. And I remember a couple times as I was working with this energy of the Oversoul and opening up, there has been a little bit of resistance because, you know, when you go from the worldly love of, you know, what you are used to, and then you are shown a very different perspective of love, that can be, you know, that can cause a pretty big shakeup, because it does feel different. It acts different. I'm still working through that concept, but all I can say to describe it to its fullest is I'm emanating it, and it's fuller and it's expressive but quieter. I know that doesn't make sense, but when I can clearly explain this, then I will make another video. So I had pulled another round of cards, so let's go ahead and lay those out. Okay, so with intention, my life has always been a spiritual awakening unfoldment, and my intention throughout my whole life has been to become the best person, the best version of me that I possibly can. I want to hold space for that kindness and compassion and love for myself and others. Now, I was able to give that freely to other people, showed them that compassion and that love. But without me going through my healing process of many, many things, energetically, I had not been able to show myself that same kindness and compassion and love that I was able to give to others. So I have come into the understanding of that energy that I was sending out all the time to be the best version of me, but I wasn't receiving really any of it at the depth that I do now. And it's because this process shows you that you are important. You are the most important. You're working from this energetic space of you, and there's only one you. You are unique. You are your own energetic signature pattern. So I've really come into this space of understanding that. So with the coming apart, this is, to me, describing the process of, again, that spiritual awareness that I've always had and been aware of and worked with. Now it's like, I'm not saying that I was always in my head, but it was always that kind of thing. I was always processing. I was always trying to have the understanding of what just happened to me energetically. So this coming apart is describing the getting more out of my head and being more present with the physical world. The encouragement card is just that. It's like the spiritual aspect of me and the physical aspect of me are now coming into union. And this is how I would describe the Oversoul energy. The physical self and the spiritual self have met in the middle and now have become one. And you're living through that energetic self. So finding your voice. I can say my throat chakra has opened up tremendously, and I feel like the one thing that is coming out and has been very prevalent and relevant at this time for me is truth. My body, my energy emanates this truth. I can pick up when someone is lying. I can feel it through my body. Everything with me at this time seems to be clairsentient or claircognizant. I just know and I feel it. So when someone lies, like, I just cannot even tell you how cringy that moment is. And I feel this fierce energy to correct that energy instantly. That has been something that I've been going through. In the past, if somebody would have lied to me, I would have held compassion in my heart, not said anything, and just been like, oh, well, they felt they needed to tell me that lie because of blah, blah, blah. Now, if somebody lies to me, I have to call it out immediately. And the energy shift is completely different than how it was in my past. Shine brightly, stand out, be proud, individuality. Coming into this Oversoul energy, which is very encompassing of all your energy and your expression of it, you are definitely going to have a different feel to you. You've raised in frequency and vibration, and you're coming from a very, very different energetic space. I am more peaceful and calm than I have ever been in my whole life. So that is something new too. So re-energize your life, clear positive space, harmony. This is the space that I find myself in a lot, most often, where I feel harmony within myself. Now, let's just say if I go to work and there's work issues, I'm not saying that I'm not bumped out of that energy space, but I'm not bumped out completely, as where in the past there would be this energy of, oh my gosh, you've just ruined my whole day with your energy, or this situation that happened at work could just set me off and ruin the whole day. I'm not saying that doesn't still happen, but it is less frequently. I see things differently, feel things differently. I'm just coming from a very different space. Most days are peaceful. We have a lot of energies going on in this world at this time. And in the past, I would have been stressed and just fraught with like anger or fear. Now I just see it as outside noise. I rest within my energetic being. If something piques my interest, I will delve into it. Otherwise, it's just not of any importance to me whatsoever. So you do feel more harmonious. You do feel more energized in the sense that your energy is not going every which way. It's really held within. So I don't know how to say this name of this card, fecundity. So with the pilgrimage card underneath it, sorry, that's Hannah. She's barking because I'm upstairs. With pilgrimage and this card, this is when you're on a spiritual pilgrimage, there are resting points. There are points where you are coming into a different season, such as spring. Spring is all about sprouting and newness and just a new energetic energy in the air. So as you walk along, your path, you're going to come to stopping points. You're going to have different seasons of the self. So I definitely have noticed those where, I feel like I'm on my spiritual journey and I'm walking, and then there will be something that I need to take a look at and stop and process and allow it to unfold from beginning to end. There really is no going from, the very beginning to end almost immediately. For me, it has been a process, and it may be that way for you also. So we have curses and the hedge. The hedge is the protection that I was talking about, that I feel my whole life I've had this sense of just being protected. And the curses, the curses are the things that have come through that hedge or that protection that I've needed for my growth. Whether it being people being absolutely atrocious and rude to me, learning how to get through those psychic attacks I've grown. I'm in a completely different space and time. This could be, relationship type things. This could be your career, your creativity. It could be all kinds of things where maybe you've had psychic attacks, or you feel like you've had that generational curse that you've had to work through and put to rest. When you're on the healing journey, there's going to be some things that come through that are just so unpleasant, but that energy is to crack you open. So when somebody thinks that they're cursed or bad things are happening to them because they're cursed, let's just say, maybe look at it as those are your wake-up calls. Those are to help you crack open to the deepest part of you. It's very, very powerful when you can overcome things that have happened to you in your life, and it cracks you open to a point where you have that deep, compassionate understanding of why everything is happening, why it's unfolding the way it has. You can see the patterns being touched on and spiraling, getting better and better as it keeps coming up in your life. It's really to awaken you, but some people just see it as negativity. This journey, you have to have the light and the shadow. You are the light illuminating your shadow. Whether your shadow is abuse, whether it is abandonment, it can be really, truly anything. You are born of the light. So the shadows are going to be there. Are you going to be able to look at them? Are you going to accept being cracked open and really, really looking deep inside of you and finding those answers and unfolding in a way that allows you to expand? We have truth, and the card underneath is resistance. At this time in my life, this is the biggest thing that is happening to me. After all the healing work I've done on myself, anything that ever comes up, I look at, I twist it, I turn it, I see it from every angle, I feel into it, I immerse myself in it, and then I can release it, and I feel like a better person for it. I don't know if many people can actually do that, if that is their process, but I can tell you it has been mine, and it has been mind-blowing to see parts of you just be so illuminated, to find the truth within yourself. And I think that is why that I have such an aversion to anyone that is lying at this time, because I no longer lie to myself. I am my own light source. I am my own power. I am clear and free of most all junk that I considered negative, that had stemmed from my past. This is a very, very full energy, this Oversoul energy. It is subtle, but you know it at the same time. There is no denying it when you've reached this state of being, this state of clarity, this state of knowing yourself on the deepest, most profound layers of who you truly are. This is a reading as much for myself as it is to others. I didn't even have the awareness of the Oversoul a year ago. Now I know what the Oversoul is, and I am expressing through it. I'm really hoping that this reading helps others, because this is a level that can be kind of confusing. Because although you have all your psychic senses, those senses change. I would say, you know, before my psychic feeling, my psychic knowing, just that energy that was so upfront, that was so profound. I could clearly see and feel when you're in the Oversoul, it's not so in your face. Everything seems to be becoming more subtle, softer, bigger. You're emanating. You are reaching others with your frequency. Some of you may walk into a group of people and instantly you have people hating you. Or you instantly have people just loving and adoring you. This is a frequency of the Oversoul. Your energy really, really disrupts energy, or it can calm energy, or it can call out energy. It's beautiful nonetheless, no matter which way it unfolds. Because I know that if I walk into a room and someone instantly hates me and does not know me at all, then I know that my frequency is kind of like pinging their energy. There's something that they need to take a look at. And how beautiful is that, to be having such a raised vibration and frequency that you can help someone just by being around them. Whether that's you helping them crack that first layer of energy so that they can get to the good stuff. I think I'll end this reading here. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer them. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you for watching.